everyone. We'll give it one more minute and then we'll start with the warm-up. How's everyone's Canada Day? Good?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. That's good. It's been a really hot week, but it's been really nice. I'm still outside and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna melt today. You're just gonna see me melting and melting, but it's okay. It's nice.
But
it's
that's
nice
great.
outside.
I know you burn double the calories that way.
Right? If you're gonna sweat, you might as well just sweat it out.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't like the air. I always like being out. If I could be outside rather than inside anytime, I'll always pick outside.
Yeah.
It can never be hot enough. Unless it's, I'll always be outside.
Yeah. Your backyard looks amazing.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, it kind of goes back. It gives the kids room to play, and yeah, that's why when I bought a house, the first thing I needed, or I looked at, it was like I need a good backyard. That was
important. That's amazing. You got a lot of privacy too, because you got a lot of tall trees.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right, what time is it?
It is 1:02.
1:02. Okay, we're gonna start. I'm gonna review the warm-up like I always do. I'll demo each movement and then we'll just jump right into it. The warm-up is always 20 reps, 5 different movements for 2 rounds. And then we jump into Tabata. The Tabata is gonna be 5 different rounds. Every round's broken up into 2 movements. And then those movements we split into 20 seconds of work and then 10 seconds of rest. Okay, so but first let's kind of get our body nice and warm, ready to go. So for today's warm up, we have air squats, jumping jacks, mountain climbers, and high knees. So it's all body weight. I will demo one, and there'll be 20 reps of each one. So just to demo the air squat, you want to stand with your legs hip width apart, toes facing forward, and you want to drop down into a squat, nice and below parallel, okay? We don't want to stop here and come up. You want to come all the way down and back up. Second movement, jumping jack. Kind of just get the arms and legs moving at the same time. Out, in, out, in, out, in. Stay on your toes. Try not to slap down on your heels. Third movement is we're going into mountain climbers. So we're down on the ground for this one. We're right here in a plank position. And from this plank position, we're gonna hit our knee up to our elbow, staying on our toes. So it's gonna look, I'll show side view. So those are the mountain climbers, 20 of those. And then the last one is high knees. So we're just gonna kind of hold our hands out in front of us right here at about just above hip level, waist level. And I want you to kind of get your knees to make contact with your hands. Again, staying light on your toes. 20 reps all together, about 10 per leg. Then we'll take a break and hit that warm up one more time before we jump into the Tabata. All right, I'm gonna get my music on a little bit louder. All right, starting the warm up in about 10 seconds, starting with the 20 air squats. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. All right, shake it out for 10 seconds into the jumping jacks in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 19, 20. And shake it out one more time. 20 mountain climbers in position, going in 5, 3, 2, 1. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Good. Last movement. High knees. In 5, 4, keep breathing. 3, 2, hands out, waist level. Up we go. Halfway at 10. Come on. 18, 20. Good. Take about 25 seconds rest. We're going to repeat that one more time. Shake it out. Starting with the air squats in 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and shake it out. All right, going for 20 jumping jacks. In 5, 4, 3, 2, let's go. Halfway at 10. 19, 20. Breathe. Going for high knees. Down in plank position. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2. Give me 20. Let's go. 10, 20, and stand on up. Last one, high knees. Here we go, hands out at waist level. Give me 20, 10, 20. Good. Drink some water, shake it out while I explain the first set of our Tabata. So we're going to be sharing the first Tabata between skaters. Just going to, lower the music a bit while I explain. So for the first set of the minute, or for the first 20 seconds, we're going to be doing skaters. Now I've done skaters in warm-up before. You should be familiar with them. This time I decided to toss them into the actual workout because they're super good and explosive and a great movement. So for the skater, what you want to do is you want to stand in the middle. You're kind of ready to pounce, okay? And you're going to kind of sideways lunge into one direction. And when you do so, you bring out your leg, and then the leg that chases follows and falls behind, okay? So what does that look like? When you reverse the skater, the back leg is explosive, comes out to the side, and then that front leg follows behind. Okay, so I'm going to do it a couple more times. Back leg comes forward and out, and you're reversing the leg that falls behind. Explode, catch, explode, catch, explode, catch, explode, catch. Okay, your arms are very important as well because it helps maintain balance. So if you notice, I kind of alternate which arm comes forward and in front. So it's usually the opposite arm as to leg. So the leg that goes behind is the arm that comes in front and back and forth. Okay, 20 seconds of skaters, and then We rest for 10. And then here's our option with the dumbbell weight. I'll show first without the weight, then with. Second half of the minute after the rest is going to be Cossack squats. So again, we're sticking with the kind of sideways lunge movement. Our legs are going to come out just past our shoulders. Toes are facing forward. If you don't have a dumbbell, I would like you just to bring your hands out in front of you, kind of in a palms together prayer position, because I always like you to remember to keep your chest up and maintain a good low shoulder position. You're going to break at the hip and you're going to fall into your glute on the right side when going towards the right there. So if you notice, my upper body hinges over my lower body. I'm sitting in my right glute. You will notice the opposite foot, toe goes up, heel stays down. So that's one side. And then you would come up again to square up in the center, and then you would sit off into the left hip. Again, toe goes up on the right side, heel stays down, body is slanted over the hip, heel down, toe down, and then back to center. So in Tabata time, or as we're moving, it's going to look as center, and 1, center, 2, and 1, and 2. Core is tucked in, chest stays up, head remains up. I don't want you looking down, curving your back forward. That's why I would like your hands here. Remind you to keep your chest lifted up. If you have a dumbbell or a kettlebell and you would like to use it, lift it up. Always keeping it close to the body. You would bring it here and up, and up, and up. Okay, same idea on the rest. Drop the weight, get it out of the way, because then we're going to be going back to the skaters. So I'm going to start the first Tabata on a timer. It'll count us through 20 seconds work, 10 seconds of rest for 8 rounds. Okay? So I'm going to get that going. We'll start in about 20 seconds. Get my music back on. If you have your music, you can crank that music up loud as well. We're going in about 10 seconds. Sorry. Okay, here we go in 10 seconds. Starting with the skaters. Let's go. Good. 2, 1, rest. Shake it out. Grab your weight. 2, 1, weight up, in position, Cossack squats. And breathe. Good. And rest. Get that weight up out of the way. Going back to the skaters. And here we go. Remember, stay low. Use those arms. Explode and catch. 2, and 1. Rest. Shake it out. Grab that weight. Up it goes. Back to Cossack squats. Sitting into the glutes. 2, 1. Let's go, skaters. Come on, pushing off that inside leg. Push, push. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good. Shake it out. Get ready with that weight. In position for our squats. Legs out. Don't forget that heels up. Breathing. Push. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Shake it out. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good. Keep moving. Keep moving. Use those arms. Use that core. Obliques are on. 3, 2, and rest. Shake it out. Get ready with that weight. 3, 2, 1. Weight up. And Cossack squat. Breathing. And rest. Weight down. Shake it out. 3, 2, 1. Done. All right, and that marks the end of the first couplet. Shake it out, drink a little bit of water. I'm going to review our second Tabata couplet. Get the music down. All right. So again, we have a dumbbell movement and a body weight movement combined. A lot of you, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the dumbbell snatch from the ground. I will show you. So basically, we're going to take your barbell or a water bottle or whatever weight you have using around the house. If you don't have a weight, I can also show you an alternative movement. And then we're going to couple that with burpees over the object, which in my case, my object is my dumbbell or whatever object you're bringing from ground to overhead. That's what you will be hopping over during our burpees. If you notice, I didn't put burpees in the warm-up. You had to know they were going to come in the Tabata somewhere. Sorry. All right, so for the dumbbell snatch, you have a dumbbell down in front of you. But what you want to do is you want to hinge back and you want to use your legs and you're going to bring it right up overhead. Okay, so we're not using our arms. Okay, we're using our hip flexors and we're using our legs. And that's kind of what's going to get that weight from going down to up overhead. So use a lighter weight if you're new at this. Okay, a water bottle, anything, any object that you can get from going down to up overhead will work. So because we're going to be alternating them, we're going to be doing the same movement, left hand, right hand, right hand for the 20 seconds. So it's going to look something like this. Bring the dumbbell up, bring it down, switch. Up, down, switch. Up, down, switch, up. So you can see my hips exploding up on each movement. All right. And then once we get the countdown, for our rest, you put the dumbbell down. And the second 20 seconds, burpee hops over the object. So you're going to go down, over. So we're not clapping overhead. We're staying low and we're jumping over the object. So down, burpee, up, jump, down, up, jump for the 20 seconds. Then we rest and then back to the snatches. All right? So get that object ready. Practice the movement from the hips. And I will set up our second Tabata time. All right, going in 20 seconds. Okay. Woo. This is going to be spicy, but it's going to be fun. Just keep moving, okay? Here we go. 10 seconds on the clock. 3, 2, 1. Let's start with the alternating snatches. Let's go. Up. Push. Down. Switch. Up. Down. Switch. And down. Get ready for the burpees. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Here's where we speed it up. Come on, come on, come on. Push, push, push. And rest. Good. Shake it out, shake it out. Getting ready for the snatches, alternating. Let's go. Up. Keep pushing. And rest. Good. Shake it out. Pick a side for the burpees. Let's go. And jump. And rest. Good. Come on, guys, halfway there. And back to the snatches. Let's go round to overhead. Tap down, up. And rest. To the side, getting ready for the burpees. Down we go, let's go. Keep pushing, keep pushing. And rest. Good. And last round, come on. Up. And rest. Getting ready for the last set of burpees. Come on, come on. Match the number to the first set. And down we go. All right, shake it out, shake it out. Good. And that's our second set of Tabata. We're moving on to our third now. All right, so we're gonna do some core. We're combining two different core exercises here. Okay. So again, if you have an object, at this point, it doesn't have to be weighted, but if you do have it weighted, that's great. I'm going to use my weighted one because I do this often with it. If you don't have any experience holding kind of a dumbbell overhead and bringing your toes to a weighted object, then honestly, you can just put your hands up and use no weight. Or even a water bottle works well, because you're basically just giving your toes a point of contact or somewhere to reach when doing your leg raises. So for the first set of the Tabata, we're doing exactly what I just said, some leg raises. So you're gonna lay down. If you have your weight or your water bottle, bring it right at eye level, right here. Back is flat against the ground. Legs are out, toes are pointed, and the feet come up. And now we have a point of contact right there. And then back down and up. Core is tight. And we're gonna repeat, repeat, repeat for 20 seconds. As many reps as you can get in. Remember, important that your back stays flat to the ground, core is tight the whole time. And we're gonna couple it that with bicycles. So we're on our back again. Back's flat. Hands this time are behind the head. One knee's coming in, one leg's going out, opposite knee to elbow. And we're gonna repeat for 20 seconds. Right there. Okay, so leg shoots out, one leg shoots in, and then reverse. So those are our two core movements. We're gonna be down the entire time. So we're gonna start this as soon as I get Tabata counter on in about 25 seconds. Okay. Here we go. Crank that music up. So my Wi-Fi is being silly. There we go. Here we go, here we go. All right, here we go in 10 seconds. Starting with the pikes. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Wait up. Start those reps. Contact. And rest. Drop the weight. Getting ready with the bicycles. And 2, 1, let's go. Keep breathing. And rest. While we rest, grab the object or the weight and get ready. 2, 1, up it goes. Let's go. What's that on your rear? I call it a chandelier. 3, 2, 1, rest. And rest. Bicycles, down we go, let's go. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. And rest. Preparing. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Weight up. Toes up. Control down. and rest. Weight down. Preparing for the bicycles.
3, 2,
Hands behind the head. Let's go. Keep breathing. Come on. Push, push, push. And rest. I believe this might be our last set. Yep. Here we go. Weight up. And let's hike. Toes pointed. And rest. Here we go. Last set of bicycles. Hands behind the head. Chest up. Here we go. Push, 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 push. And rest. Come on. Up.
3, 2,
I believe that was our fourth set. Yes. And we are done for that section. All right. So now we're back up on our feet. And we're going to alternate between a push press and a forward lunge. So I'm just going to change my mat to kind of give me more space in front of me. So again, for the push press, if you have any object that you could raise up overhead, that would be ideal. Perfect. Okay. And for the alternating forward lunges, you don't need a weight if you don't want one. So instead, what you would do on the forward lunges is hold your hands out in front of you and lunge forward and alternate back. So those are our forward lunges, and we're pairing this with a push press. So I'm going to use one dumbbell, and I'm going to hold it like this, and we're going to dip and drive overhead. You see me? There we go. Dip, up, dip, up. So those are our push presses. And again, if you're using your weight for your lunges, you're going to hold the dumbbell right here and alternate, keeping the weight tight to your chest and alternating legs. Do not crash down on those knees. Gentle descent, all controlled from the core. Keep the chest up, chin up. Okay, so we're going to start this in about 25 seconds. Don't forget to drink. Here we go. We will be starting actually with the push press first, resting, and then going into the alternating lunges. Here we go in 10 seconds. Getting that object ready to go. Here we go. Dip and drive overhead. Head through. Walk out those elbows. Come on. Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
3, 2,
And rest. Getting that dumbbell ready to go for my lunges.
3, 2,
And up the weight goes. Starting my lunges. Forward, left, then right. pushing off that forward heel.
3, 2,
Rest. Shake out those arms.
3, 2,
Here we go. Wake up and dip, drive. Keep pushing.
2, 1, rest.
Good. Weight down, shake out those arms.
3, 2, 1.
And weight comes up. Forward lunging. Keep that weight close to your chest. Just up. Keep breathing. Come on, come on.
2,
And rest.
3, 2,
Overhead push press. Here we go. Weight comes up. Dip, drive. And rest. Carefully bring that weight down. Shake it out. On with the lunges. Weight back up. Come on. Push, push. Come on, come on. And rest. Weight down. I believe we're on our last set.
3, 2,
Yep, come on. Get that weight up. And then dip, drive. Rest. Weight comes down. Here we go. Lunges.
3, 2,
Shake it out. Weight up. Forward lunge. Alternating. Good. Come on. Keep pushing. And rest. Weight down. We're on our last set of Tabata here, guys. We're doing really good. Hang on for one more set. I'll explain the movements. All right. So for the last couplet, we're down on the ground again. So I'm just gonna move my mat sideways. So we have two movements. One movement, we have the option of using the dumbbell with or without. It's up to you if you would like to use it or not. They're either going to be ground hip thrusters. So if you have your weight, you're going to gently place your weight across your hips. Bring your feet right into your glutes. And you're going to keep your glutes up. But we're not going to bring them down to the ground completely. After we bring them up, you're going to bring them halfway and pulse back up. Half up, half up. And we're going to go for 20 seconds of hip thrusters. If you don't have your weights, or if you would rather not use one, then you bring your hands down to the ground, glutes come up, half up, half up. Squeezing the glutes at the top, really extending the hip flexors. Okay, and then we're going to be pairing that with a plank. So we're going to rest the 10 seconds, and then onto your elbows, right here for 20 seconds. And then you're gonna rest again, and then back to the hip thrusters. So there's our last set of the Tabata work for today. I'm gonna get it on the timer, and we will start in about 20 seconds. I'm gonna take a sip of water. All right. Get that music up. All right, last set of Tabata work. We're gonna start with the hip thrusters, alternating with the plank, going in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All the way up, halfway down. Push, push, push. And rest. Keep that weight off to the side. Sit on up. Preparing for the plank. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Nice long line from the head all the way to the glutes. Don't drop your head. Neutral neck. And rest. From here, grab that weight and get ready for hip thrusters. And up, halfway. And keep on pulsing here for 20. And weight off to the side. Preparing for the plank. 1. Here we go. Keep breathing.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
And resting. Getting that weight ready for the hip thrust.
3,
2, 1. Here we go. All the way up, halfway down. And squeezing the glutes at the top. Keep pushing. And rest. Weight off to the side. Come on, up into plank. 2, 1. Here we go. And one more time, I believe. Getting ready for those hip thrusts.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yep, down we go. Pull up, halfway down. Pulse right here. Squeezing the glutes up top. And down, weight up to the side. Last time, let's go for plank. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Keep breathing, almost there. And rest. I want everyone from here to drop back into child's pose. Holding it right here. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. Really pressing those fingers forward. Drop the head down. And come on up. Woo. All right, nice. We're just gonna go through some cool down stretches, okay? Feel free to join. But the work part of the class, the Tabata, is now complete. We're just gonna kind of cool down a little bit and breathe. We're gonna do some hamstring stretches to start. So let's just have our feet shoulder width apart. Arms come up over our head. Big breath in. And exhale out, bring the arms back down. Again, up. And down. This time we're gonna kind of roll our back down, starting with our chin touching our chest. We're gonna curve every vertebrae down until our hands touch the floor. So let's bring in our feet a tiny bit closer, just under our shoulders. Hands are on our thighs, and we're gonna start by putting our chin down, keeping your hands sliding down your legs. I want you to curl your back. Nice and slow. And bring your hands all the way down. If you can, flat to the ground or to your toes. Hold it right here. 5 more. Take a breath and we're going to slowly curl back up. Keep the head hanging low. All the way back up. Last thing to come up will be your chin. Good. Let's do 3 huge shoulder rotations. 1, 2, and 3. And let's reverse. 1, 2. Oh, there's the breeze. And 3. Good. We're going to spread our legs one more time. We're going to take our left hand. We're going to bring it down to our right toe. Hold it right here. For 5 more. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Come back up. Alternate. Right hand down to the left toe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more stretch, both hands up. And I want you to bring them down to the middle of your legs and push past your legs. Weights on your heels. Hands are stretching back. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Slowly come up and shake it out. Good job, guys. See you next week, same time, 1 o'clock. Nice to always see the same people coming back. Happy to have you. Good way to kind of cut your Wednesday. All right, get outside, melt a little bit like I just did. The weather's super nice. If you can, enjoy your night, everyone. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.